you doing? It is Kristi. It is Sunday, and that means it is time for Weekend Winters. I am still setting up because I am running late today. But I hope you're having a good Sunday. Let's just chill for a bit, shall we? It's almost December, almost like the last month of 2020, which means, yeah, like it's going to be a frenzy as we end near the end of the year. Let's just chill a bit. Let's just calm, mellow, and have a nice time. How are y'all doing today? Hey, DN fan 292, what is up? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you very much for stopping by. As you can see, I'm definitely chilling. I'm basically still wearing my gym jams. Today I got a new setup. I've got my new, basically reworked backdrop here for Trailer Trash or Treasure, which is a permanent one, which means I'm not moving it. This is just my bedroom now. And I've got a new sort of like a futon, 3-piece futon that doubles as a little sofa, which you might have seen if you've seen the episode. So yeah, I've kind of all comfy. I'm hibernating, getting ready to make it a cave for the winter months, for the January through February months. Who else is in the chat? Neo Ripshaft, hello. A to Decay, guten Morgen. Guten Morgen alle zusammen. Sollte man sagen. Yeah, we're going to talk. So YouTube is complaining at me that it's not getting enough KBs, but it's fine. It's just whining. It's last time I told it this. Are y'all experiencing buffering? Saying it's not maintaining enough video. Which I don't... Not receiving enough video. I don't know what that means. You've been drinking your hooch for the night, and now you have your drinking buddy with you. Ah, that's fun. DN fan. Can I just get a little bit of feedback in the chat? Are y'all lagging, or is this YouTube like telling me fibs? It's telling me my stream quality is poor. And once I get that sorted out, we can go and look at some... Oh, I moved my camera too. I can't find you. Where are you? There you are. Hello, you. I'm used to looking somewhere else on my Sunday show. All right, well, if nobody's complaining, I guess it can't be that bad. I don't look. So the video is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream, but then it doesn't tell me what I should do about that. My hoodie looks so comfy. It is. It is basically a terry cloth towel. It's even softer that they put holes in the arms for. Yeah, this is like the most comfortable, warmest thing I own. It gets washed a lot because it gets worn a lot. All right, well, hey, let's, no one's complaining about the video, so let's go ahead, do some other stuff instead. Let's talk about life in the last couple weeks. So I didn't have a chance to do my bookmarks on Kevin's show, so I thought, yeah, there we go. I had thought about doing the PragerU video about Alexander, Mr. S, as they called him in the video. But honestly, like, we watched it on the show last night, so I'm not going to watch it twice. But we didn't get to my bookmarks. So bookmarks are something that we can definitely do. Because there's a lot of, like, just mad things. Like, the world is confusing and upsetting sometimes. But also there are moments of joy and happiness. So it's, complicated, like most things in life. Hey, who else is in here? Hey, Yang. Is it Yangtze55? Thank you for stopping by. Andrew hears me. Things should be going down okay. All right. So YouTube is just trying to stress me. YouTube is just trying to stress me out. Stop it, YouTube. Alrighty, daddy. I'm going to... this is probably going to be a mistake. I'm trying to scroll down. I can show you all what I'm doing. That might be nice. 2-camera. No, which one is it? No, that's a 2-camera one. Large screen, no camera. Nope. Large screen camera. That's the one I want. I am only starting on my coffee. Did get a bit of a lag missing frames. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like, it's telling me this error. But it's not telling me what I can do to make sure the stream's healthy. Like, I'm already streaming YouTube. This isn't helping me. So... we're just going to have to roll with it because I have no control over enough video being sent to the stream. Like before it was complaining I was sending too much too much video sent to the stream. Okay. Do I have a... Oh. Sorry, y'all. I really am very blasé today about the show. I was very much like, it'll be fine. I have time to do the dishes before I go on stream. And then, like, dishes turned into being more dishes than I kind of thought I had. You know, like, you can do the walk around the house, and you're like, oh, man, I got empty glasses. So, anyway, we've got it up now, I think. The only thing is, I'm going to turn my camera a bit so you can't see outside of the special controlled area that I'm meant to be sat in. All right, so my backdrop is fully, covering me. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I guess that looks okay. I might want to rearrange this window just a bit as I do, because you know how I like to see what y'all have to say in the chat. That is also part of the show. Yeah, by the way, does anyone want to chat? You guys have any holiday plans coming up? Are you all going to be off for, like, traveling the end part of December? I'm kind of wondering how many shows to do after, like, the 19th, if I should take off, for instance, the last 2 weeks of December, January, as a bit of break. So many video calls you can't predict that'll be fine or unworkable. Yeah, sometimes it's just... Last night I was playing D&D. Internet just crashed for about 5 minutes. Ran diagnostics, couldn't find anything. Turned it off, turned it back on again, didn't work. Right? And then I was just sat here, like, trying to figure out, and I could see all my devices reconnect. I hadn't done anything. I was just sitting here when it went out, just sitting here when it went back. So, yes. Like, I just feel like you almost want to become superstitious and pray to the internet gods to give you good connections, because you don't understand how they work in their mysterious ways. All right, let me pop out you. I'm popping you out in the live chat, all y'all. I'm popping you out of your main window. Come on, pop out chat. That's the window I want. Drag you over here. There you are. Now y'all can see yourselves. All right, bookmarks. So the new tradition in bookmarks. See, it went right back to the top, didn't? Yep, it went right back to the top. I'm not even gonna fight it. I'm not even gonna fight it. I'm just going to accept. This is an opportunity to practice patience and to let it go. My hoodie looks comfortable. Thank you, Bo Mama Sid. Appreciate that. I feel a little bit bad, like y'all have hoodie envy, but okay. Let's start with cats, because cats are pretty and nice, and also they're at the top of my feed, and I have absolutely no choice but to show you this, because Twitter won't let me do anything else. All right. So first, a little bit of softly landing Sunday morning things. Look at these beautiful. Look at that. They're camouflaged in the autumn colors perfectly. Hold on one second. I do have to move my mic now that I figured out which setup I'm using. So I'm going to mute myself and move my mic for a bit. Okay. Alrighty, Daddy, I am back. Oh, this just looks so... I mean, we're already past this. We're just snow and white cats at this point. Or off-white cats hiding. Look at this cat in the picture in the colors of the flowers. Oh, I love this. This is just so... It's like a wall calendar, that you get at... I'm going to say, what is that place called that everyone makes fun of? Hot Topic? Is that what it is? It's like a Hot Topic calendar or a Walden Books. Yeah, some good news in Germany. With the coalition that was basically elected, well, enough people got elected to put these parties in contention. They formed a coalition. I think my impression of Germany is that their conservative party was center-right, but it wasn't the kind of agitating, drag the country to the right conservative wing, or conservative party of either the UK or France or the United States. Angela Merkel was responsible for seeing one of the largest acceptance, I think, of a refugee population with the Syrian migrant situation a couple of years ago. Now, they didn't do much on, say, taking the sexism out of family leave, but they weren't trying to get rid of it. They didn't liberalize abortion or make it any easier, but they aren't trying to roll it back either. So I guess, they were kind of almost like my impression of them, and of course I'm not an expert in German politics, but as someone who was watching American politics and British politics, to me what they seemed was, you know what, I'm going to... So let me finish my thought. They seem like pretty much a status quo party with a little bit of humanitarianism and then probably some fiscal. Like, again, I don't understand all their policies perfectly because I wasn't keeping up with German politics. I can't vote here yet. But the new government seems to be doing some really super cool things. Now, here is my problem. Okay, so I've got to look over there to see the screen, but y'all over here. Okay, so this is going to get a little bit, I'm going to be talking to you, but I'll be looking over here. So don't feel like I'm ignoring you. All right. Yeah, so Germany is doing incredible good things for the LGBT plus community. Oh, I already opened that tab. So let's have a look to see what those are, because I actually didn't go into the details. I saw it and was like, yay! It's nice to live in a place where humanity is respected. All right, so here are the pledge. Now, of course, politicians, what they say, what they do, don't always match up. And it's not because, sometimes it's because they lie. Sometimes it's because they have every intention and then things are just harder than they think. But they are in the coalition now, so they are running the government. So presumably, if they agree to this, they should be able to get it done, is my thinking on this. All right, so what do we got here? The pledge includes, all right, I'll just start from the beginning. Should I do my news reading voice? All right, hold on, let me get a little sippy drink of my let me take a little sippy drink of my coffee to warm my voice up and get ready. Alrighty, daddy. The Chancellor-elect of Germany, Olaf Scholz, of the center-left SDP and his coalition parties unveiled pledges for sweeping reforms to LGBT, when we try to say B and T at the same time, it comes out of P, LGBT plus rights. The coalition of the SDP, Green Party, and Free Democrats. I don't actually need my headphones. I don't know why I have those on. I think it was for the music, for the opening music. The coalition of the SDP, Green Party, and Free Democrats, which won the federal election in September, revealed its program of reforms on Wednesday after lengthy negotiations. The pledges include changes to immigration laws and bringing the voting age down to 16 when the coalition takes power this month, but the three-party alliance has also vowed to bring in a host of reforms to improve LGBT plus rights in Germany. According to Der Tagesspiel, the coalition plans to change the process by which trans folks in Germany achieve legal recognition and bring in self-identification. This is good news. Yay! Trans rights are human rights. We will introduce a law for securing fundamental rights for trans people by providing self-determination, access to legal gender recognition. This is a great step, not only for trans people living in Germany, but also a signal to Europe. Agreed. I think, being the biggest, I think, member country in the EU, when Germany does something like this, it does, it does have kind of like knock-on effects for other countries in terms of looking at their laws and how it's going to relate now. The current system requires trans people to go to court and to have their legal gender amended and allows for a spousal veto. What? After which the trans person must wait 3 years before applying again to change their gender marker. This is a nightmare. Gosh. That is a nightmare. Hey, Rory Cats. Wow. Pomum Sid and hi, back, say again, to Aiden the K. Just hi. Thank you for posting more stuff. Oh, I've got to change the chat as well from top to live. Make sure I don't miss a single post. Whew. The reform would mean that trans people in Germany would finally be allowed to determine their own gender. I have, trans friends. I had no idea that their spouses could veto their decision. What? In what other situation can a spouse veto a medical decision by this? Just the coalition would also require that statutory health insurance cover transition-related medical care in full. Wow, this is really good stuff. Hey, Eggberry, good to see you. All right. Breaking news in Germany, new chancellor has reached a coalition deal. Here's 6 big LGBT plus takeaways. 1, new self-ID law for trans people. 2, reinforced ban on intersex surgeries. Good. Total ban on conversion therapy. No restrictions on blood donations by gay and bi men and trans people. 5, funding of gender reassignment surgeries through public-private insurance. And 6, compensation for trans people who have suffered harm due to former gender change requirements. Whew. Whew. That looks good to me. All of those things look super good to me and seem to be trailblazing. Again, I'm not on the cutting edge of laws with this regard, but this seems to me like Germany is putting itself in the really leading the way. People who are in the trans community more deeply and know the international law comparisons better, please drop something in the chat if you know, but I feel good living here. I feel really good about where the country is going with this new government. So yeah. Huzzah! Now, of course, wait till it all comes together, right? See what the final version looks like and see what when it goes into effect. But, whew, good stuff, right? Right direction. Positive. That's good. Yay to hear this, exactly. Oh, this was just a really beautiful picture someone took of a cat outside of a window, outside of a fall picture. Isn't that just stunning? Way to go, Germany, a phrase I never thought I'd say. Yeah. NHRT, 3 weeks on low dose. Oh, all right, cool. Right. So I just thought this was a really pretty picture. I actually turned it into my wallpaper on one of my phones. So, oh, there it is. See? I took a picture of it and sent it to the person who posted it. They said it's not their picture, which is fair, but it works perfectly well as a wall background, in case you wanted to know. What is this? Oh, this is Laura Trump's account from October. And she just, I don't know what she thought she was doing. I guess we have to put I have to put on my headphones now. I've heard mixed things from German trans and queer people, but I don't know enough to the topic. I mean, on the coalition results, or just because, reading that article about what people had to go through before, it was BS. But this coalition group sounds like, well, I mean, there's also, I don't know if it was a Green member of parliament that we sent from Cologne, but I know 2 trans women were elected to the German Bundes thing. So they have proper substantive representation to guide people in the writing of those laws from lived experience, not just like bringing in testimony, but MPs with lived experience. So that's got to be really powerful when they're in government. Yeah, so Laura Trump tweeted this out, complete relaxation, Trump winery. All right, watch this video and see if this looks like complete relaxation to you. I don't know what's going on. I don't get the crying baby Trump wine. Like, she posted that, she knowingly posted that. Why? Yeah, the Bundestag? Yeah, that's it. I just kind of lost confidence near the halfway through the word, and so I just cut out. Right. Hey, do you remember the congratulations, that was one of the stupidest things, right? That song was done by this guy, who's now I put 2 and 2 together because there's a lot of accounts that have his song that aren't his account, but other people reposting it. Finally found him, and the sorry, I was a little bit distracted by the chat there. this video went up, and I thought it would be worth letting people know about. I feel bad it hasn't been retweeted more. I feel like it should get more attention. But yeah, let's take a look at the video that he made about what TikTok, the kind of BS that people are able to get away with on TikTok, being racist. Well, I'll just let him. It's his story. I'll let him tell it. You don't get the audio from the video. Oh, you're right. You're not getting the audio from the video. Thank you, Rip Chef. Well, okay. I mean, you might regret this now. You might absolutely regret this. So let's watch this again, and this time you can hear the annoying kid crying the whole time. That's parenting in the Trump house. It's the same crappy labels slapped on different products. Yeah. This is drinking wine while her kid's crying and fussing. That's Trump parenting, right there. What? Why is she posting this? It's ridiculous. All right, let's go on to the next video that I was talking about. This is making my head itch. Not my head itch, just right here. I don't know what's up with my headphones today. Alrighty, let's have a look at what he has to say.
So I unfortunately came across this kid's profile last night and just...
Hey, y'all, do you want to eat with me?
Look, anyone can enjoy themselves some fried chicken and a slice of watermelon. I like both those things. But this whole account is a minstrel show. 750,000 followers watching a modern-day minstrel show on the internet. And the account is verified. What the fuck are we doing? So I unfortunately came across...
And this video is the one that got banned for bullying and harassment, for calling out basically a white person doing a minstrel show without the blackface. What is happening on TikTok? TikTok, even. Yeah, so, just an FYI, China's just taken over Uganda's international airport for defaulting on a debt repayment. So now they just own an airport in the middle of Africa. While everything else is going on. Just FYI. Just pay attention. This is pretty funny, I thought. Select all the images full of Coca-Cola. Yeah, that's what they mean. That's pictures of Tom Jr. I thought that was pretty funny. Okay. What is this? Right. ProPublica found that more than 400... It's gonna... so close. I was gonna flip off Twitter, but good thing too, because I'm trying to monetize this content, so it was on the other side of the camera. Found more than 400 people who signed up for the Oath Keepers, which is like a racist right-wing militia group. Used government military campaign email address, including candidates for Congress and an award-winning elementary school teacher in California. The fash are amongst us. Seriously. Oh, right. So, Kevin, he loves some Ben Garrison. He loves a little bit of Ben Garrison. And we didn't get to do this one, but I had bookmarked it for him because this... Hey, Michael Mistaken. Thanks again for shouting out my video in the chat in Kevin's in our happy hour last night. This is another, I don't know what the date of this. He should really date these so that we can keep track of what nonsense he was doing at one time period. But here's the marks with a needle. Garrison's got the whole kind of needle thing going on right now. Marxist acid which is being sprayed on, I guess if you wanted to do a reinterpretation of this, you can really think about this as, acknowledgement of systemic racism. And it would act, like what James Baldwin said in that clip that we played last night on the happy hour, quoting someone else, that if the most segregated time in America is high noon on a Sunday, when white people go to their white churches and black people go to their black churches, what kind of country are you really living in? So yeah, well, I don't know how, I don't get the pumpkin. Like, I don't understand what Marxist acid is being dropped on a pumpkin. If anything, it's the Christians who freak out about Halloween and try to, the hardcore Christians. Education, I just want to point out, segregation in Milwaukee public school systems is at a slightly higher level than it was before segregation was attempted. They are hyper-segregated schools. Thomas Jefferson, owned slaves and committed assault. Owned his own kids. Churches, obviously incredibly racially divisive. I don't see a lot of white evangelical churches making outreaches to the black community, do you? Oh, they do their interfaith things. They do their ecumenical stuff in order to do their PR. But for actually breaking down the racism in their own congregations, Christian churches ain't done S. Yeah, the colonial invasion of America that's covered up with Thanksgiving. So just, anything that criticizes white supremacy is Marxist acid. Whatever, racist. Whatever, you big old racist. Oh, I hope this woman is Karening. This looks like a kind of old video, if I'm honest, because it's summer and it's leaves. But a guy was stopped by the police because some white woman just said, "Hey, you're wearing too many clothes. You have too many things in your pockets." Imagine, I just wish people of color had for a year the ability to use police as a personal security service the way white people do. And just call them over to deal with things that are making white people feel uncomfortable, not that anything illegal is going on. Wouldn't that be great? Just for a year, any person of color, would be able to go, that white person seems really suspicious. I'm going to call the police on them. And then the white person is stopped in the middle of their day on the way to whatever, detained, searched, while the person who called on them is looking over and being if he's got something illegal, are you associated with him? Right? And then nothing is found and they have to go about their day. Live with that for a year and see how frustrated you are. Live with that BS just for 1 year and feel that resentment when you see a police officer worrying if they're going to come over and harass you. Because white privilege means that you don't feel that. White privilege is using the police like your personal security guards. Oh yeah, UK weather update. I don't know if this is true or not, but still a great sign. Blowy as F, man. Also my last day. Love it. All right, what is this? Yes, it's another Zelda pick, which I love these. I sometimes need to sit like this, but why, the question begs. As soon as I engage my brain, I can't control my legs. Love it. Oh, this little kitty. Yeah. Cat video, cute cat video coming up, y'all. Just sort of hanging out, doing its thing.
Hello? What you doing? You're so silly.
Aww.
Yeah?
Little chitter.
What? What? Silly girl. You're so silly. Oh, you're such a love bug. You sure are so lovey. Yes.
I love that video. It's I'm vicariously getting to pet the cat. Yeah, yep, AF. All right, thanks for handling that. This is how I get my holiday season going. This is so good. Yeah, the Vader Christmas tree with all red lights. That's good. That's thumbs up on that one. Yeah, people don't care if hospitals, writes Denise DeWald, MD, people don't care if hospitals are unable to handle a flood of patients. They only care if they themselves are affected. This is what individualism gets for you. Yep. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Ian Miles Chong, standing white supremacists again, I guess. You know, playing a little water carrying. I guess is that probably not. That is probably an old phrase now. I guess to carry someone's water is probably like caping, right? So caping for white people. Remember when white people didn't have to apologize for being white? First, nobody is apologizing for being white. Apologizing for what white people did in the past, or at least acknowledging and working to reform that white people were racist AF in the past, and they created institutions to reinforce their own racism. That's the issue here. Former news star Kimberly Guilfoyle and Trump advisor reportedly bragged about raising millions for the rally, the insurrection, before the riot, a claim her lawyer disputes, as others tied to the events that day find themselves in Congress's crosshairs. Drag them up to the, come on you, come talk to Congress. I am done with these people. Absolutely done. Oh, this kid. Oh my God. Okay, I'm just going to point out. This little girl has more coordination before she enters kindergarten than I will ever have in my life. All right, so this is from Mona Black, and she writes, my child at her birthday party when I get her a DJ instead of an Elmo. All right. Oh, come on, Twitter. Hey, PZ. Good to see you. In the past, still are. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you're saying, PZ, is probably right. I'm just going to defer because you're a smart dude. I respect you. And I'm sure I can stand corrected on any of these. But honestly, this kid's got more. I couldn't do these moves. I could not handle this choreography, y'all. You believe this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Honestly. That child has got a future. Doing whatever she wants. Clearly. She puts her mind to something, she will do it. All right, what is this? All right, so yeah, warning for disgusting Republican views ahead. So this is about the Texas abortion law. And this is from an obstetrician. I can't talk today. In San Antonio, Dr. Ingrid Scope, who belongs to the American Association of Pro-Life Obstetricians and Gynecologists, who said, and please, I'm sorry if I'm going to upset your stomachs here for your breakfast, that even a girl as young as 9 or 10, impregnated by her father or brother, could carry a baby to term without health risks. That is the pro-life position. That is the all lives matter. This is the family values. They don't see the humanity of girls. They absolutely don't. They just see them as a vehicle to deliver. 9 or 10. Who is that evil? Who is that sick and evil to rationalize putting a 9 or 10-year-old through that? That it's literally evil. It is the worst kind of child abuse to force a child to do that. Just disgusting. Oh, of course, speaking of disgusting, a third of Republicans thought that the outbreak killer should be found guilty. 54%, not sure. I don't know. I mean, they are white. They are white, and he is black. I know that they came armed, and they initiated it, and he didn't do anything wrong, and had no reason to be caught, approached by these men, but they are white. So, can they be guilty? Can you be guilty and white? I don't know. I don't know in America. It's really hard. The only time that you're often found guilty, when you're white in America is when you do stuff to other white people. Because then that's like an internal white person thing. And then, people with white people with more power want to make sure white people who screw them over. But, once you get past that, they're white. Oh, this guy also, amazing performer. I was trying to find positive things to put in my feed to balance out this crap. But this, so terrific, so talented, this guy. Not me, that's Twitter. Try this again.
Tell me when you're ready.
Oh! Yes. Oh my, look at his wrist. How do you do that? Oh my God, that core strength. Oh my God. How do you even keep your balance like that? I don't think he has bones in his body. I think he has some sort of plastic. Wow. Oh God, white people. White America, we have to have a conversation. We need a family meeting. And y'all need to come and be honest about the way you mess up. This last week, there was 2 white guys here, some kind of custody thing, like going to pick up the kids or drop off the kids, something like that. And Mr. holding the gun here, that's apparently his idea of self-defense. He keeps that in his house for self-defense because shortly after this picture that you see them, standing off, the guy with the big old gun got a little bit of distance from the guy without a gun and shot him dead on that porch that he's standing on right now. Shot him dead. And then the guy with the gun, on video, committing murder. Not being threatened, not being charged, no other gun in possession, gonna plead self-defense. Because that's what white people do when they want to get away with murder. Apparently, everything is self-defense. They're coming right for me, from South Park. And, this is what's wrong in the U.S. right now. All kinds of white male aggression, armed white male aggression. I'm not saying that white men are the only problem, but this white supremacy that has been built into our institutions creates such toxicity that it keeps oppressing people, and even, white people are part of that. We're complicit in the crappy system. Oh, Prince William is a hypocrite. We got that. Oh, so this nice video from, just randomly from Frankie Boyle on November 8th. I don't know if there's a campaign related to this. I was going to ask Kevin, but we didn't do the show. And yeah.
Of course, I support the NHS. Everybody supports the NHS, or says they do. And everyone went out and clapped on a Thursday during the lockdown. But the NHS is being privatised. It's been privatised by stealth. It's been happening for years. And this is happening at the direction of some of the world's worst people. So do what you can to protect the NHS.
Yeah. Thank you, Frankie. He's got some spicy takes in the past, but I appreciate his work on trying to save the NHS, which is very important in the UK. All right, emotional roller coaster again. Y'all, I want some coffee. So I could either end the show early and get my coffee fix, or I could take a break now. I'm leaning toward taking a break now because I've been doing kind of short shows lately, and I feel like I need to spend some time with you. I feel so much better and more energetic than I have in a really long time. I don't know what was going on with me, if I wasn't eating enough or whatever, but I was just really drained the last couple of weeks, and I'm feeling more energetic now, so I want to spend a bit more time with you. So let's do that. I am going to pause. I'm going to swap over. Where's my thing? Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm going to do my whole music opening. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to come back. And we're going to do some more bookmarks until I get fed up of it. All right? Okay. You have no choice in this. I ask you questions like I'm going to consult your opinion and put it into my calculations. I'll be honest. I'm just making this decision. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Everyone go take a break. Go stretch your legs. Go do a comfort break. Go get something to drink yourself. And we'll come back in about 3 to 4 minutes. All right. Oh my gosh, yes, I am reducing the music, so I'm back now. Hello, how are you? Hey, everyone. Yeah, jazz. I actually turned on the music for today's show like 5 minutes before we started, but then I forgot to hit go live. No intro show today. And thanks to Ada Decay. Thank you that I'm feeling better. I didn't realize how bad I was feeling until I felt better. That was the weird thing about it. So I was just kind of existing, going, oh God, I'm tired all the time, and this is just like suck. And then I felt better. All right. So let's start off with, I guess, a story. I'm not going to characterize this for TOS, but yeah, look at this. Televangelist and anti-vaxxer Marcus Lamb gravely ill with COVID as of the 26th of November. So consequences for your own actions. There's a lot of that going around. 2021, 2022. A lot of consequences of your own actions. And yeah, watch this space. Oh, I can't. Too cute. I am at loss for words. I can't. Look. The tiny little toesies. And the face. I can't even with this. It is too cute. Oh, this was a really nice story. Really, really sweet. So there's a video out there. How to tie a tie, mirrored slowly, full winds or not. Right? And someone left underneath, Ben. I've been watching this video for 6 years. Every time I have a wedding to go to, I check it out as for whatever reason, I just can't remember how to tie the knot myself. Today I'm watching it the day before my own wedding. Aw, how time flies, I think is how he ends it. That's just really sweet. You made some hot chocolate. Nice one. I can't have hot chocolate in my house because otherwise I will just consume it all in like as soon as possible. So I don't exercise restraint in my house. I can't. If it's in my house, I eat it. So I have to exercise restraint when I go to the grocery store or have groceries delivered so that I don't have the things in my house to eat. Then if I want them, I have to put on my shoes and leave my house and go buy them. And just that amount of effort, even though the kiosk is a 4-minute walk, the idea of putting on usually grown-up clothes, socks, and shoes, and getting my mask and going downstairs and then, going outside and interacting with is enough to keep me from, away from a Magnum ice cream bar. Yeah, that's how I do it. So enjoy your hot chocolate. I only have hot chocolate when I go out, or in special, like, yeah. If I get hot chocolate, I just start putting it on my coffee, and it gets way too much eaten. Cocoa and hot water, so thick it might as well be chocolate. All right, what else we got going on here? Come on, Kristi, fine. There we go. I don't even remember. Oh yes, this this house. I had no idea how weird people were until the internet. I'm gonna be honest, like I just didn't realize what kind of weirdos human beings really could be. Like I had some inklings, but some people really commit to that part. Really, really commit. And here is an entire house that commits to the part of being weird human beings. All right, here we go. Isn't that ridiculous? What? Imagine, like, that was in a house plan. Sorry, like, that was in a plan. And then other people approved. And then builders came in and they went, "Are you sure?" And they go, no, we were definitely sure. This is what we want. Like, so many people had to be complicit for this weird-ass thing to happen. I don't understand humans. The older I get, the less I understand people. And I think the reason I understand people less as I get older is because I've interacted with more of them. Oh, people. What's this? Oh, yeah. So Michael Flynn, a domestic insurrectionist, promoting an alternative facts movie about January 6th called Capital Punishment, charging $9.99, of course, to look at. And in it, he claims that January 6th was a forward attack with domestic support from Antifa and FBI plants. Yeah, all those Proud Boys. Those were all FBI plants. Yeah. They're so desperate to deflect responsibility from any, far right white person on this. So I didn't, Ashley Babbitt. Yeah, interesting that Ashley Babbitt, someone put up a cartoon, which I think sums this up really well. Ashley Babbitt was a rioter, but it was wrong that she was shot when she was trying to breach the House of Representatives location area in the Capitol. But Kyle Rittenhouse could totally shoot rioters when he was defending not at all his property. So an authorized shooting by a Capitol police officer of somebody breaking into the Capitol who was rioting, not okay. But Kyle Rittenhouse killing 3 presumed leftists, that's fine. So it's not the rioters, it's who's doing the killing and who's being killed that they care about. Don't ever forget white women are as complicit in white supremacy as the men who passed the laws and created the institutions. Because they raised the children in racism that became the next generation of white supremacists that preserved white supremacy. White women, we can't get away from our history. The only thing we can do is acknowledge it and look at the harm it did and learn from it in order to dismantle it and stop. The only option. Oh, okay. Any of y'all out there like punk bands? Now, I'm not big, like I know some of the punk bands, but I'm not a massive fan. So these are probably going to slip by me. But this guy called a conservative morning talk show and tried to name as many punk bands as they could before they caught on. Y'all ready? This is good. This is good. Oh, you can't hear, can you? All right, sorry.
Hi, Liz.
I don't think I had any audio. Yeah, I did that thing where because I have the audio for the music and it was getting picked up by the desktop audio, so I had to mute the desktop audio so it wouldn't echo when the intro music was playing, and then I forgot to do it. So yes, I will start this again, this time with the audio, so y'all can hear it. Okay.
Okay, we have got Bill
I'll turn that
on
up
the
a bit
line.
for you.
He's calling from here in Nashua.
Turn
Hi,
up
Bill.
a lot. Is that too much?
Hi, Liz. How are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good. I think one of my main problems is I'm a Republican in a fairly liberal area, and times I feel like everyone is just like against me. So I feel like what we need to do is listen to what our descendants told us. Cause
Descendants, I recognize.
in the past, we refused to live like a life of agony. I'm just, I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of people thinking we're just a minor threat, Enough of that fugazi. I mean, a lot of these people, they just got bad brains and they're misfits who wave, a black flag. They're practically anti-flag. I think we need to converge and help the youth of today, because every time you blink, 182 kids, they go missing.
Did you stop it? Did they stop? Anyway, so that was pretty funny, I thought. Now let me roll back that desktop audio because I was going to really knock you out of the park with the next one. I had to whack that way up. Oh, I love this idea. When the war on Christmas starts, we should all answer Merry Christmas with All Holidays Matter. I want to put that in my bio. Yeah, good stuff, right? Really good stuff out of that. So that was fun to watch. Oh, yeah, Britain, increasingly authoritarian. They have a new bill that would allow people to have their British citizenship removed without being given notice. Yeah. Yep. Just like if it was inconvenient, or what do they say? The notice of decision to deprive a person of citizenship exempts the government from having to give notice if it is, quote, is not, quote, reasonably practicable to do so. That's it. That's a really low bar. That is an incredibly low bar. Or in the interest of national security, diplomatic relations, or otherwise in the public interest. We're going to deprive you of your citizenship without notifying you because it's in the public interest. No, it's in their personal interest to not have those cases looked at because they want to just throw people out of the country. Thank you. I am feeling cozy. But when I sleep, I should say, when I sleep at night, I go full hoodie. Right. Yeah, so Britain increasingly becoming a totalitarian state. I thought this was hilarious. Banksy's real name is, and then a blood splatter and a chocolate. Funny, right? Oh, this guy. Oh, I remember being in customer service. Many, many years spent in customer service and retail. I totally get this guy's energy. All right, here we go.
I've been a customer here for over 40 years. Oh, good. Then you'll be dead soon. This ain't the Oscars. There's no Lifetime Achievement Award. You trying to get a discount or a spot in our in memoriam reel? You've been shopping here for over 40 years. You think you learned one of the policies. This is ridiculous. I'm calling corporate. Call them. Corporate doesn't actually do anything. They're like the elf on the shelf. Calling corporate, it's about the only thing less effective than prayer. You know what they'll do? They'll call here and we'll have a good laugh about how stupid you sound. I know you're ringing them up, but I need help. Get in line. You ever heard of those? Stores have had them since 1796. I'm trying to help someone. You're screaming in the background. What kind of middle child behavior is this? Wait your turn. You look bored. Let me give you something to do. Nope. Start again. That was so wrong. You should have the big red X from Family Feud over your face. Let you give me something to do? I don't even want to let you in the store. And yeah, I'm bored. I'm at work, not King's Dominion. I've been a customer here
Oh, that's so good. There's so much I can relate to in there. Okay. Does that just apply to dual citizens? Australia's had some arguments. Who is the government? Okay, I can go back and look. That's not a problem. So let's go to the Guardian website, although I don't like patronizing their turfy outlet anymore. I remember when I used to like the Guardian. And I remember for a time, I actually gave them money. Never again. All right. Individuals could be stripped of their British citizenship without warning under a proposed rule, changed quietly to add it to the nationality. I'm really struggling. I did no hip-hop warm-up. Gotta concentrate against the clock. I race. Got no time to waste. I'm already late. I got a marathonist pace. Went from addict to a workaholic. Word to Dr. Dre and that first marijuana tape. Guess I got a chronic case. Maybe that'll help. Clause 9. Notice of decision to deprive a person of citizenship of the bill, which was updated earlier this month, exempts the government from having to give notice if it is not reasonably practicable to do so. We did that. Critics say removing citizenship, as in the case of Shamima Belgum, who fled Britain as a schoolgirl to join the Islamic State in Syria, is already contentious power, and scrapping the requirement for notice would make the Home Secretary's powers even more draconian. This amendment sends a message that certain citizens, despite being born and brought up in the UK, so I don't see it's about dual citizenship. You can be born in and brought up in the UK, have no other citizenship, and you could still have your rights taken away. It builds on previous measures to strip British-born dual nationals of citizenship and to do it while they are abroad. Measures used mainly against British Muslims. It unapologetically flouts international human rights, yes. Obligations and basic norms of fairness, absolutely. The Home Office powers to strip British nationals of their citizenships were introduced in 2005. The requirement to give notice has already been weakened, and the new clause would remove the need for notification altogether in a range of circumstances. It would also appear to be capable of being applied retrospectively to cases where individuals are stripped of citizenship without notice before the clause became law, raising questions about their right to appeal. The U.S. government condemned citizenship. I'm really struggling, y'all, today. Super struggling. The U.S. government has condemned citizenship stripping as a dangerous denial of responsibility for your own nationals. Ministers should listen to our closest security ally rather than doubling down on this deeply misguided and morally abhorrent policies. Yep. This is dark. Yeah. You know, you think that a right to citizenship is a basic thing that can't be stripped. And if it was going to be stripped, there would be some kind of due process. Not in Britain. Due process doesn't really exist there anymore. They're trying to whittle it down day after day after day. I just realized that there was a lack of a male Doctor Who that led my toddler to join forces with the Daleks. Yes, this is a reference to that ridiculous male MP who said a woman Doctor Who character made men go into crime because they didn't have any positive role models. Oh, by the way, do not mess with people's recipes during the holidays. You don't spend the holidays experimenting with recipes, as you will learn from this video. Hold on a second. If you do, be prepared to get some flack. People are not happy that you have ruined mac and cheese on Thanksgiving, right?
Damn macaroni and damn cheese, because you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving. Mom, you experiment by your damn self.
With cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that shit. Until Terry gave you the damn recipe. But you chose to do shit on your own. Messed our shit up.
Wow, I really miss Thanksgiving dinners. But honestly, that is true. Aunt Karen gave her the recipe, And all she had to do was follow it to get everyone the mac and cheese that everyone knew and liked. And she went ahead and experimented with a whole new recipe, and it ruined the mac and cheese for the whole Thanksgiving dinner. You're going to get some feedback. You're going to get some feedback from Auntie. What's this? Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell my kids that this was Tim Pool. Very good. Very good. Oh, this was a press release from Nancy Pelosi, who was trolling the Republicans. Armstrong walks on the moon from the Speaker's press office. Wait, sorry. That's a headline from the last year unemployment claims were this low. Not getting a lot of credit for it, but unemployment is down a lot in the States. Democrats are managing the economy just fine. All right, what are we doing on time? Yeah, all right, I'll go a little bit longer and then I got to wrap it up because I do have things to do today. As much as I am having fun, but I really do have to study for my German exam. It is now in like just over 2 weeks and I am starting to crap my pants. Brian May, piece of crap. I'm so tired of 70-year-old men trying to tell everybody how to live today or being upset about how people are living their lives in generations that don't even remember Queen. Oh, what is this? Oh, this guy. I can't even believe. How is this account still up? How is this account even still up? This piece, I reported this. I seriously reported this. This piece of crap uses his Twitter account to basically haul up people and call them names, accuses them of supporting criminal acts with children, let's just say, for monetization purposes. And it's just allowed to get away with it. I don't even understand this. That's not Tim Pool. No, yeah, Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci is what Tim Pool is going to look like in a while. I'm going to retweet this because honestly, I can't even believe that this is still up. I know he's a candidate for office, but that didn't protect Trump. You can't just go around accusing people of supporting child abusers and think you can get away with it. Well, he's a white guy, so I guess he's got good reason, right? He's like a rich conservative white guy, so of course he thinks he can just do whatever he wants and not have any consequences, because that's what he's been taught his whole life. Yeah, pretty good. Lauren Southern, people don't know I'm a white supremacist. Yes, we do. You post about it all the time. Yeah. Yep. Yes, it is sad to see Brian May on Team Turf. I just... yeah. I hope when I am in that cohort, I am in the... I am graying, as I saw my pic on Twitter. I'm going to be 50 in February. And I hope in 20 years, if I'm still alive, I continue to be on the, defending people's rights, not being a cranky old POS. I mean, at 50, if I'm still pretty progressive, I guess I probably have a good chance of not turning into an old cranky POS when I get older, right? Working on it. So this person took Daily Mail comments from people angry about a possible female Doctor Who and turned them into an episode of titles, because the whole Doctor Who thing that was going around. So this is from 2017. But... some of these are brilliant. Nobody wants a TARDIS full of bras, written by Brian from London. Dumb. The BBC are trying to brainwash your children, written by Anon. Always a good source, Anon. Always super reliable. What's up next? Time travel is for men and men only. Written by Andy from the country. And finally, political correctness should not exist in space. Written by Cheryl from Humberside. And you know what? They had a woman Doctor Who, and the world didn't end. The world didn't end. The series didn't end. It didn't all end in tears. It's fine. All right. Well, I think on that note, on Nobody Wants a TARDIS Full of Bras, I think we're going to bring it to an end there. Hey, if you want to see more of me, and this isn't enough, I've got a Trailer Trash Treasure that went up yesterday. I'm trying, so I haven't set a deadline for the Trailer Trash Treasures every week because I am still in a little bit of a dicey spot with studying for my German exam. I don't want to commit to something really routine until that is out of the way, because that's taking up a lot of my time. But I am setting myself up for hopefully either once or twice a week uploading episodes of Trailer Trash or Treasure. So if you want to go look at my reaction to Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, because you haven't yet, you can go check that out after the show. Right. Sorry for coughing and sniffling and stuttering and everything throughout the show. Maybe I'm coming down with a head cold. I don't know. Even if I'm feeling better, I still apparently am a little bit on the sick side. But pigs in space. Yes. Bras in space. Thank you, Michael Mistaken. All right, well, if I don't see y'all before that in another Trailer Trash or Treasure, then check out Kevin's channel. Kevin's channel. I'm going to be on Monday night. I think we're going to look at the Hippy Dippy Destiny Jake debate. And believe me, if y'all have been with me for a while, you know that Jake said some pretty a horrifically sexist thing to me on Twitter, out of nowhere, to be a sexist jerk. And so it's a little rich to watch him try to lecture Destiny on his fan base and his own online behavior. So, good. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Go over to Kevin's channel on Twitch Monday night. At some point, we're going to be looking at that. Come back here next Sunday for a little bit more coffee and Weekend Winters. And until next time, I have been Kristi. You have been awesome. Have a wonderful time, a wonderful day, wherever it is, whenever it is you are. Stay healthy, stay well, and we'll see you again real soon.